Right, what's up, boys? Um, Very different sort of race today. I have unbound my brakes. As you can see, back brakes unassigned, rear brakes just on backspace. Thought it'd be quite a fun challenge to see if I can win an online race without any braking. I did want a slightly harder track than Forest because I actually think this one will be quite doable without braking. Maybe the start's going to be the only difficult part. But there just wasn't many people on today for whatever reason. Yeah, this was the highest populated server. It had 22 at the time that I joined. I think this would be a very good challenge on a Supercross track as well. Easily, that would be very difficult. Um, but I've done one or two laps just to practice it before it started, and I had the second fastest lap in the server. So hopefully, can make this work and do all right. It's a 5 lap race, so plenty of time to catch up. And I'm thinking that what I might have to do, depending on what jump I get out of the gate, is let everybody go. Didn't realise the gate was dropping there because there was no countdown. So here, yeah, I'm just going to have to try and bang it down into first gear to use the engine braking. And that was a much better start than I thought. Okay, let this guy go. Oh, look at that, we're sitting pretty right now. Oh, this man doesn't want to give it up easily. Yeah, there's a few parts of this track where I usually brake, and the other place that I noticed that throws me off is if I get a little bit, maybe front wheel high, use the brake to get it back into position. But obviously I can't do that, so you just land pretty whisky, and sometimes it can make you crash. But that was a much better start than anticipated. But just to show you, I should have the controller overlay on right now, so I'm just pressing the normal brake buttons. You can see nothing's happening. I'm not locking up in the air. I'm not slowing down on the straight. Behind Jack Sparrow. I didn't know that he played motorbike games. Where's all the rum gone, buddy? Can I make it to this inside? Just bang it into first gear. Oh, I thought my front wheel was definitely going over that then. Well, this is going almost better than much better than I anticipated. I didn't expect it to go this smoothly. I thought I'd absolutely kill myself in turn 1, have to try and get back past everyone, and it'd be all hectic, because you know how public servers be. If anything, this is probably just a good taster, because if people kind of like this concept, I'm more than happy to do this again on other tracks, like slightly harder tracks, because Forest isn't one of them tracks where you have to use the brakes or rely on the brakes a whole lot. Apologies for the Discord noise in the background there. I forgot to log out before recording this. And also, oh, sorry if you can hear a fan, like a slight whirring in the background as well. I'm in the middle of a heat wave in the UK at the moment, and it's just disgustingly hot. I think I would just disappear into a puddle of sweat if I didn't have a fan on me right now. I'm sure you Americans probably get more heat than we do right now, but just where we're not used to it at all, it's always pretty shitty weather over here. But normally, I'd like to talk about what's going on while I'm riding and what I'm thinking, but pretty smooth sailing at the moment. We've got Jack on our arse. Not the Jack that you all know, of course. Maybe a BTEC version of Jack. You UK lot will understand what I mean when I say a BTEC version. Oh, someone's late to the party there as well. I hate to say, I generally haven't struggled at all so far. If you've seen my world record hot lap videos, you know that my very, very best round is a 102, so we're about 5 seconds, like a high 102, so we're about 5 seconds off without using the brakes, which I really don't think is the end of the world. The whole point of this is just to try and be smooth and keep your speed flowing into the corners. That's one thing that I pride myself on a lot actually in this game, is being able to carry that corner speed, because it limits ways that you can crash really if you're trying to come in and grab the brakes and then accelerate again. If you can carry your speed around the corner, it's so much smoother and controlled. Gonna go to the outside here this time actually, just mix things up a little bit. I've done enough laps on this track to know what the fastest line is, so I'm quite set in my ways, but it can be nice to mix things up now and then, make things a bit more interesting. I'm looking on the map, and I'm not miles ahead of second place. He's just there, so one crash, and he'll get right on my arse again. So just try and keep it going, keep it smooth. It's all about just manage that lead. I know that I know that I can be faster even with my slower than usual lap times. So it's just about managing it. And one thing that I started doing more and more as I played the game more, and something that I actually learned while doing Supermoto, you probably won't be able to do this if you haven't got my exact braking kind of setup and layout, which you can get from my setup video, of course, is I can slightly brake whilst accelerating at the same time without locking up and dying. And I find myself a lot nowadays is if I'm going a tiny bit too fast around a long sweeper, for example, instead of just shutting off and braking completely, I'll just modulate the brake at the same time, and it seems to make the bike kind of hook into the turn a bit more and turn tighter. That's what I've been doing in Supermoto, because I feel like if you just brake in Supermoto, you're instantly going to lock up and crash. But I think if you modulate both at the same time, it's just smoother. And look, we're on the last lap already. This is just flying by. 4 seconds ahead of Mr. Sparrow now. He's dropped back a little bit, so as long as we can keep this last lap nice and consistent, it'll be happy days. Oh, there you go. I love jinxing myself. But we got a little bit to work with. He's just back there, just at the top of that corner. Hopefully I don't do that again. Right there, I just missed that inside. I was on top of the rut, so what I didn't want to do is turn tighter to get into it and actually pop my front end. Oh, exactly the same here. Pop my front end over the rut and miss and crash. You're better off just standing the bike up, rolling past it, and then just accepting that you're on the outside of the corner now. And in quite a comedic fashion, Jack Sparrow's number 69 that I've just noticed. So, what we got? We've got about 4 corners left. Very, a little bit uneventful, but I would rather that than be struggling and failing. That's not the point of the challenge, just to fail. You want to complete it. Right, we've got 2 corners left after this. Nice smooth sailing. Happy days as well. And if anything, this video could kind of show you what you can do just by being smooth and consistent. That was, yeah, a very straightforward and easy race there. I'm very happy with that. I'll probably do this again, to be honest, because I would love to try and do this. I'm trying to brake to come to a stop now. I'd love to try and do this on a difficult track, like a Supercross track or a rougher Nationals track, because Forest is just one of those where it doesn't take much skill to go fast on. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I don't know how long this video is actually. I don't know how long 5 laps of Forest takes. But yeah, if you have liked, please do drop a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so already. And I've noticed that out of everybody that watches these, only 20% of you are subscribed. Yeah, I'm doing that YouTuber thing. I'm not going to flash the graphic up on the screen because who's got time for that? But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're growing quite fast, and it's lovely to see the growth day in, day out. I hope you have a lovely evening. Until I catch you guys next time, peace.